It's the 1970s, and we got a restless spirit possessing a young law student. Let's take a trip into blaxploitation film.
Notice killed Betty Joe.
40 years later, on someone else's face, you can see J.D. Walker's hatred time just won't erase. J.D.'s revenge.
I'll have my revenge.
Hello, and welcome back to Troglodyte Horror and Cult Film Review. I am Loki Jesse, and today's film is J.D.'s Revenge from 1976. Now, this is a mixture of a possession, ghost story, gangster film, redemption, and style.
I ain't seen a get up like that in 25 years.
Yeah.
Our film begins in a flashback to 1942 New Orleans, where we see a man and a woman arguing in what appears to be a meat market. This argument escalates to the point where the man brings a straight razor and slashes the female's throat. As he leaves, another man stumbles upon them, and this man is known as J.D. Walker. He discovers the female's body, and then we get another person walking in thinking that J.D. killed the woman, and we find out that the woman is his sister, Betty Joe. Then comes another person coming in, and he ends up shooting J.D. Now we fast forward to 17 years later, where we are introduced to law student Ike, who is a cab driver, and his girlfriend Christella. I hope I got that name right. It's been a while. But they step out with their friends, Tony and Phyllis, and they go out to a night at the town, enjoying themselves, having fun, and they stumbled upon a hypnotist act. And Ike gets on stage. He gets hypnotized into doing all sorts of things. But it is while he's under hypnosis that he somehow gets possessed by the spirit of J.D. Walker. Now, this is where the film starts taking its horror elements to it. God, didn't do that right. This is the part of the film where we start to get into spirits, horror, supernatural, things like that, because slowly J.D. is taking over Ike's body, his mannerisms, his clothing style, his walk, his talk, and he does all sorts of crazy things, from brutally essaying. No, he doesn't. Well, he has intense intimacy with Ike's girlfriend, but also he robs one of his passengers in the cab. He starts, betting on things, doing things. This escalates to the point where Christella's ex-husband, who is a police officer, tries to intimidate Ike, not knowing that he is possessed. Now, JD, with his new body, he starts looking for the people who killed him, or those he holds responsible, which is a preacher played by Louis Gossett and the preacher's brother, who they are still double dealing, doing things under the table, all while Elijah is basically doing his sermons and stuff. Now, JD sees that this preacher has a daughter. So what does he do? He seduces the daughter, tries to get his revenge through the daughter, but her uncle, tries to intimidate Ike, not knowing that he is possessed. Everything escalates to the point where they're at a meat locker, the same meat locker where JD died and Betty Joe died. And it is there where it is found out that the daughter isn't Elijah, it's the brothers, and that he had an affair with Betty Joe. But during the struggle with the gun, as the brother is trying to possess JD and Ike, well, it doesn't turn out that good, because the brother ends up getting killed by Christella, who somehow gets the gun during the struggle and ends up shooting her uncle slash her father. It is at this point where JD's spirit releases Ike's body and basically, quote unquote, finds peace. Now, the film then goes to the final act where the preacher Elijah goes and confesses everything to the cops to get Ike off the off the hook for all the terrible things JD did while he was possessing Ike. But that's pretty much it. I mean, everybody's happy at the end. JD's Revenge is a great movie with a lot of great actors. The story is solid and the pace is good. Great tension and suspense. You don't know when Ike will change from mild manner to being taken over by JD's spirit. My complaints are that I feel that Ike getting possessed while I was hypnotized was kind of flat. I mean, was JD's spirit just roaming around waiting for someone to be hypnotized? I mean, if that's the case, why couldn't he take someone over while they were in a coma or someone that was near death? I would have preferred that Ike somehow was gifted or found JD's straight razor. Other than that, the film is good and we have great actors in this. My other complaint is that I feel that the ending was kind of rushed. Though we do have a resolution, I feel that it happened so fast. Once JD got his revenge, that was it. He just leaves, and Ike suffers the consequences because of JD's actions. Elijah does make a statement to the captain, and they take it as fact, though I imagine Christetta's ex-husband Carl is throwing a fit and wants to hurt Ike for hurting his ex-wife. But there's no real closure to this. I mean, everything feels like it's just swept under the rug once JD gets his revenge and the his kidder is gone. Now Louis Gossett Jr. played Elijah and he is great at it. Julian Christopher played Carl, the ex-husband who was a cop and was ready to just, get rid of Ike so that maybe he can get back with Christetta back. Now Glynn Turman, who was playing Ike, while I was researching this film, he enjoyed switching roles from Ike and JD. He took way, like he enjoyed it so much that anytime that he was in the JD mode, he basically ate up the screen with his mannerisms, his style, his movements, like everything. Like he
So you're a jackleg preacher now, huh, Elijah? Yeah, that's right. It's J.D. Walker. Where's that good for nothing brother of yours?
like he really pushed it to the 11, and that was really fun because anytime that JD had taken over Ike, it's like he was again like great acting. He really like showed mild Jekyll and Hyde thing. He really showed the mild, timid Ike and the hungry, bestial form that is JD. So that was it's like what kind of drew me to this film. Now, overall, I really did enjoy this film. It was a great story. The pacing was well. The score was great. This was set in New Orleans. Now, this is a great film, and I give this film 4 out of 5 fedoras. With all that being said, now, have you seen JD's Revenge? Have you watched this film? Did you enjoy it? Did you like it? Do you agree with my review? Do you disagree with it? Tell me what you think in the comments. And please remember to do everything that YouTube wants you to do. Well, not everything, but, support the channel. Like, share, subscribe. Please join us next time while I review another film. Thank you everybody for watching, and keep on shining.